Resident Evil. Me and Matt went to see it the other night.
Number
now we
5.
both have seen all the other
Resident
ones.
Evil 5.
Five. We've seen all the other ones. What the fuck are they doing?
Oh!
We have two guests. We have our bar stool and we have a special guest tonight. One of my favorite people in the world.
Her daughter, Harmony.
My daughter. Resident Evil. The thing about Resident Evil though, with the 3D was cool.
In the beginning she goes, oh my god, it's coming at the camera. I'm like, yeah, it's in 3D.
No! It's right in front of my face, I said! And usually it doesn't come like right in your face. Now, I love. I'm like a little kid with 3D. So
everything is in 3D these days.
yes, it was fun for the 3D. But
that is it.
That's all I'm gonna say about this movie. 1, 2, and 3 were like the story, like especially 1 and 2.
We liked 1, 2, and 3, and then 4 and 5 were too actiony. But I guess the video games were like that too, so
So they're following along with the games.
follow the video game, go ahead, sure. Okay.
But for us zombie fans and fans of the original movie
Bring back
who
the
don't play the
zombies.
game,
Bring back the motherfucking zombies.
Bring back the zombies. I mean, there were
Please.
zombies in it. They had that one army that were the undead, and they had the part where they're in the suburbia movie with the fucking thing coming out of the mouth. They overdid that. Coming out of the mouth is overdone. Say, you find Alice up against yet another whole thing, and she wakes up in this umbrella building, and she's got to go through all these simulations.
At the end of the 4th movie, they get away on a boat. In the beginning of the 5th movie, they get attacked on the boat. She gets taken again, and she's brought into this room in the facility, in a new hive. The whole place stops, it shuts down for 2 minutes.
Barstool, they're trying to help her, like blah 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 blah.
She gets out of this room, and to get to the elevator, at the same time, they have people that are helping them. All these hot guys are helping. They come down the elevator.
Oh, I forgot about that. The one good thing about this movie, wait, stop me here. The one good thing about this movie, girls and gay men, hot guys. There's a hot chick that, what's her name? Ada?
I'm not into Asians.
There's some good looking men in this movie. That's the saving grace of this movie. There's some good looking guys. There's a lot of guys in this movie, actually. It's usually mostly women. Obviously, there's some hot girls for the straight men. And Alice is Alice, of course. It's action. If you love action, watch it. But if you don't, it's going to be like, see it in the theaters. Because the 3D is good.
This isn't your typical zombie movie anymore. Sorry. Folks.
Yeah, it left a lot to be desired, considering we were huge fan. I was a huge fan of the first 2. I mean, granted, I'm a gamer and I love video games, but it was just, I was bored. Too much action, like too much. Like, I love when people kick ass, like yeah, but it was just like, yeah.
I feel like the last 2 movies were just filler movies. They're just action. There's no storyline. They're just all action. She walks out into Tokyo, and all of a sudden they're like simulation starting or whatever.
Yeah.
And so it starts out and there's this one zombie, and she bites somebody who bites somebody else, and it shows how Tokyo started getting taken over.
Yeah.
And then in suburbia, this is how the movie starts out. Alice is a mom, and she has a daughter and a husband. The guy from like the second movie, the Arab. She died in that simulation. Doesn't matter. Whatever. She goes back to that simulation, and her daughter is still alive. Little girl's like, Mom, I hid just like you told me to. And she goes up and she's like, Mom, what are you talking about? Oh, she thinks I'm her mother in this simulation. She falls in love with this little clone. Why do you fall in love with a little clone child?
Oh, like, she risks everyone's safety
for this
because this
little clone
she's a clone.
Girl.
She gets sucked up by this monster, and she's like, alright, I gotta go get her. And they're like, what?
Oh yeah, this monster takes her up the elevator.
I'm sorry.
And she's like, everyone's like, let's get out of here. She's like, no, I need to save my clone daughter. What the fuck? She's a clone. My simulated daughter for my simulated character, which died, and now she thinks I'm her mom, so I'm gonna play mommy. Like, you don't need to fix this problem.
Whoa!
Oh, we love this.
Woo! Oh my god, look at the bullets are coming at us. Oh my gosh. Ah!
This movie's in 3D and it was so cool.
You're wearing my glasses.
Those are 3D.
Whoa! Shit's weird.
In 3D.
I give it a...
oh, see? Hey, listen, I love Resident Evil, but this is, for all the other movies, this is just like maybe a B-.
I'm gonna give it a thumbs down. I'm sorry.
B-. I
give it a thumbs down. I give it a thumbs up for the hot guys. One good thing, they bring back all the characters from the first 2. They bring back Michelle Rodriguez. They bring back that one guy. They bring back the other guy. the guy that whatever. If you're into the game, from what Rich said, like if you're into the game, this movie's gonna be like, oh my god, blah, blah, blah. But if you're not into the game and you're more into the zombie thing and you're more into the first two because it's this story, you're gonna think this movie sucks, like we did. I'm not going to see the next movie, and want to know why? Because I'm gonna be just as disappointed because it's gonna be all action. I don't give it a bad grade because for the kind of movie it was good. What are we giving this movie for a letter?
I said like B-.
I say a C if you're into the puzzle story part of the movie. I say B, solid B if you're into the game. Because if you're into the game, you're gonna love it. But if you're just into like what we're into, zombies, you're gonna be like, eh. So what's our drinking game?
I would say in this drinking game, whenever you see a clone version of another person.
How about when a repeated person comes back? It's a good one. Character that was killed off in the part 1 and 2, 3, drink. Alice says some cheesy lines too when the Red Queen is like, you're all gonna die down here, and she's like, I've heard that before. Alright, so that's our review of Resident Evil. A lot of people are probably gonna be disappointed because it didn't give us a lot to talk about.
It's a filler for the next movie. I'm excited for the
Yeah,
next movie.
I would say
I think it's gonna be the last movie, and it should be because I'm sick of this right now. Resident Evil was my favorite series for zombies, and right now it's been so disappointing after the third. Heather got up and got popcorn.
I was like, oh, what I missed? Oh, nothing.
I guess if you want to get
it was just me and Matt and one guy in the theater. Like, this one dude probably hated us.
He probably hated us because we were fucking screaming.
Yeah, we realized last night that when me and Matt go to the movies, we have to go, not on a weekend, but we have to go just me and Matt.
Because we fucking own that theater, bitch.
Yes, we do.
If you want to, it was a good 3D movie.
If you got money to throw away and you're bored as fuck, go see it. Otherwise,
if you want to see a good 3D movie, sure, go ahead.
The 3D is fun. I loved it. I liked the 3D, but that's it. That's what kept me like, you know.
Oh, they're in the White House at the end, and that's where it's ending. Where there's.
It's actually a really. I liked the ending. The ending was cool, but we're not supposed to give away the ending. Not that these kind of movies is giving away an ending because you know what's gonna happen, but the pan out of the White House and the zombies was cool. That was probably my favorite part at the very end.
Oh, and they introduced these new, like, what do you call them? Fucking flying dinosaurs. Pterodactyls.
Thumbs down. Sorry.
Because we missed the zombies. Oh, in Resident Evil, it's all product placement. Like, when they're in Tokyo.
Oh, because of GameStop?
They fucking GameStop. It's just all about.
What else? Rockstar music.
Zombies.
Drink.
It's just zombies and product placement. It's just, it doesn't do Resident Evil justice anymore.
No, it's just different. It's changed. Because the little girl in Resident Evil is deaf. She can't hear.
It's okay, your deaf voice is perfected. You're good at being deaf. Harmony.
11 years old.
She's 11. She's not really
deaf. There's any info. I'm right. I'm always right.
I was wrong.
Always wrong.
Oh, I need to learn sign language.
Wait,
I know what this means. This means I'm sorry in the future. Like, so I'm about to piss you off. This means they do this in the movie Resident Evil.
Spider-Man.
It means I love you. Spider-Man?
It's bullshit.
They do this in the movie. They both go like this.
C,
I love you.
D,
I love you.
D, no wait.
F. No, that's R.
This means F.
I don't know what
U.
I.
O.
J.
Oh my.
Oh, K.
L.
M.
O.
P.
Q.
S.
T. U. V. W. X. Y.
That's
Z.
funnel.
And now you know your ABC.
So, what are we talking about?
We love you. Good night.
Good night.